This Beyond Clean Articles on the Go feature is titled, If We Don't Recall Washer Loads, Do We Really Care About Clean? Written by Hank Balch, founder and president of Beyond Clean. Let's skip the intro and get right to the meat on this one. It has become a small badge of honor for some audience members in our industry to be able to pipe up after any kind of sterile processing presentation in a crowded conference room with a quaint, albeit true reminder that if it's not clean, it can't be sterile. Well, thanks, Martha. You did your educational duty for today. You can go home now. Just kidding. We love you, Martha. Please keep coming and reminding us of this gem. But more seriously and to the point, I'm not quite convinced Martha or anyone else in our industry really believes that if something is not clean, it can't be sterile. Or if we do, we are blissfully ignorant of this one massively glaring inconsistency. We don't recall surgical instruments after a failed washer test. The logic and process of ignoring washer failures. If we receive a failure in a sterilization monitoring context, it immediately triggers a waterfall of process failure procedures, reports, and corrective actions, culminating in the dreaded recall situation. We go all out for these recalls, and we have page after page in the AAMI ST 79 2017 recommendations to guide us through that process, up to and including notification of surgeons and patients if a surgical device was used from a failed sterilization load. It becomes a huge stinking deal, and every individual instrument connected with that failed test is hunted down until it's found. And what are we instructed to do if we encounter a failure in a washer monitoring test? Just run them again and see if they pass. Make some tweaks to the detergent and be done with it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. In fact, AAMI ST 79 doesn't say a word about a procedure for dealing with the failure of a cleaning verification test for an automated washer. Users are told that they should be running tests every day the washing equipment is used, but nary a word is given for what to do if the test actually fails. The instructions for use, or IFUs, for many of the cleaning and verification tests themselves don't offer any additional insight either. We are told how to use them, how to read the results, and how to document, but I've never seen instructions on what to do in the case of failure. What's the big deal? Follow me here. If we only complete a washer verification cleaning test once per day prior to use, as recommended by AAMI ST 79 2017 and verification test IFUs, and then we experience a failed test the following day, that means an entire day's worth of surgical instruments may very well have not been clean. Or, at the very least, we have no record to show that they were. If we really believed if it's not clean, it can't be sterile, simple logic would say that our industry would be recommending a recall of every washer load back to the last pass of a washer verification test, would it not? Otherwise, if we're not going to recall potentially dirty instruments based on a washer verification failure, why exactly are we monitoring them at all? In recent years, the sterility assurance sector of our industry has hammered away at the idea that daily testing of autoclaves is best practice, urging instead for our departments to throw a biological indicator in every single load for the greatest peace of mind and shortest route for recalls. And yet, when we turn our gaze back to decontamination, we appear to give lip service to our own mantras and then shrug off verification failures as if sterilizers can overcome what we never really got clean. What do you think, fellow clean freaks? Do we believe in clean or not?